Does Pakistan have the wherewithal that England showed in the second Test match at Old Trafford, or will the hosts seal an unassailable lead when the two sides meet again for the third Test match at Edgbaston from Wednesday? Good afternoon, guys, and welcome again to the World Cricket Chat. As always, it's Suneer Chowdhary, and along with me, it's Shruti Chopra who will analyze this game. Well, Shruti, welcome to the show. And as a former Londoner yourself, a quick one here. Did you enjoy England's performance in Old Trafford?
Of course I did. The prediction went as it should, and my home team did extremely well, although I thought Cook would enforce the follow-on, but that's a different debate. So it was an ideal match and a result for me. What more can I ask for? Well, actually, I can ask you, how did you find England's approach of the second test?
It was evident England were hurt by their defeat at Lord's, and not too many had liked the way Pakistan celebrated either after the match. Well, it's still up for debate what constitutes an acceptable celebration for the England cricket team. But again, that's a debate for another day. It did look to have played its part. It was a convincing win set up by Alistair Cook and Joe Root, both scoring centuries. Joe Root scoring a big one, in fact, before Chris Wokes ran through the Pakistani lineup with a match haul of 7 wickets. Was too easy for them.
And at the center of that win were two players you have spoken about, Root and Wokes. Players to watch out again?
Well, no doubting that Root had been under a bit of a scanner, but that's only because he was being compared with his own lofty standards and with the players like Virat Kohli, Stephen Smith and Kane Williamson. And he came out and showed what he's really capable of with that 254 of his. And Wokes, well, it's been that kind of a series for him, isn't it? More than useful with a bat, has scored a few runs and 18 wickets in 2 test matches at less than 12 a wicket. In fact, has been complimented by many of his teammates. I think it was Stuart Broad, in fact, who said that he seems to belong in test cricket these days, which was not the case till very recently. Moving on to you, Shruti, England made a confident comeback in the second test match. Will they be able to keep this confidence alive, or do the cards say something else for them?
Oh, Suneer, England should. They should manage to grow in confidence. And in fact, they should be quite comfortable with the pitch conditions. There seems to be some home advantage coming through. In contrary to that, England will need to be careful with how they bat in the first innings. A lot more application will be needed from them to get a good start. Luckily, the bowlers should be able to execute some smart plans. Just a little hard work in the beginning will go a long way in bringing results.
And that's the beginning that you're talking about. Will England manage to do a better job with the bat in the second innings?
Yes, I believe so. We should see more composure along with some individuals shining through. Those particular innings will be very crucial in England's cause. And then the bowlers seem to come together well. They have a plan through which they should be able to stifle the Pakistani batsmen. Now, speaking of Pakistan, what do you make of their performance in the second test?
It's quite an underwhelming display from Pakistan after all that showing and shenanigans associated with them in the first test match. Frankly, it was never going to be easy against England. They are the home team. They have been tough, a tough nut to crack at in such conditions. But to capitulate in the manner that Pakistan did would have brought back unhappy memories from the past, from the recent past, in fact, in test cricket as well. After earning a lot of plaudits for his 10-wicket haul in the opener, Yasir Shah's series seems to have come a full circle as he finished with figures of 1 for 213 in the first innings at Old Trafford, joining a not-so-elite group of less than 30 bowlers who have conceded more than 200 runs in an innings. And on what looked a very reasonably good wicket to bat on, well, England scored almost 600 runs on that pitch. Pakistan had just one player scoring 50 in the entire game. Guess who? Misbah-ul Haq. They seem to have gone off the rails too soon, and that was their problem in that second test match.
And what do they do from here, and who will do that for them?
Well, bat and bowl better probably. But on a more serious note, I think someone needs to support Misbah-ul Haq with the bat. One can cry hoarse about this, but Pakistan cannot afford to lose Misbah, the batsman, to retirement, given the way others have been doing in this series. Mohammad Hafiz, Shan Masood, Azhar Ali, they're the top 3, and over the 2 test matches have collectively scored just 210 runs at an average of less than 18. Simply not good enough for Pakistan. Yunus Khan's poor performance hasn't helped matters. He's a class player. He might come good. He will come good one day or the other. But it's high time that someone starts supporting Misbah-ul Haq because there's too much pressure on the captain's shoulder at the moment, apart from leading the side. Shruti, do you think Pakistan will be able to bounce back from their loss at Old Trafford?
I honestly thought only England will have home advantage, but it seems to be an equally good set of positives for Pakistan too. They should have better control over their game, but they may find themselves having to take some risks towards the end. In the first innings, batting starts well, but it may all just go pear-shaped for the middle and lower order. They may come under tremendous pressure that they could end up losing way. The bowlers start off quite generously, but they should gain control as the innings progresses.
Well, speaking of taking risks for Pakistan, could you tell us what could happen in that case?
Well, yes, it doesn't look as if they have an easy start to their second innings, so the rebuilding process may require them to take those risks. Bowling does have better control, but it may not be able to take timely wickets. So the second half could prove to be tough for the Pakistanis, compelling them to take those risks that I was mentioning. Now, my favorite part's in here. Will this game head towards a draw or, well, what's your call?
First things first, I think Ben Stokes has been ruled out of this game. So my first big call would be to bring in Stephen Finn for this match. Finn wasn't in the greatest of forms in the first test match and has not been doing too well. But if he makes it through for this match, will be coming back at a venue where he took 8 wickets the last time a test was played here, and it was an Ashes test match. So even in that game, he was making a comeback to test cricket, so that might bring happy memories for him. Secondly, the weather forecast looks good. No rain predicted on any of those 5 days, and I think England will start favourite in this one too. You, Shruti, are you going with the home team, or will Pakistan spring a surprise?
Well, to be fair, although I feel both teams will fight and display positive intent, but Tyro advantage goes to the team that should generate results. And so, yes, I'm going with exactly what you've said. It's England for me.
Oh, well, interesting, because if both the teams fight hard and we get an interesting contest, we know what has happened in the 2005 Ashes at this venue itself, where England and Australia played out a great match. In fact, England winning that one by 2 runs. But we hope something like that can happen again between England and Pakistan as well. But that's it for today. We should hopefully be back very soon with a preview and prediction for the second test match between Sri Lanka and Australia. So please do subscribe to our channel and do leave your comments below. Until next time, bye.